Welcome to another Red Beast adventure. I'm Ray, and I'm at the Little Oak Campground on South Holston Lake here. You can see the lake in the background, pretty awesome. Near Bristol, Tennessee, and today we are doing the third annual Sweep Up the Southeast event with the Venture Unknown Foundation. So we're going to be picking up trash and things like that at the Cherokee National Forest. Well, Team Cherokee is gathering around for a safety briefing, and then we'll get underway here momentarily.
Good to go now, Brandon. As I was saying, Lowell with Tread Lightly has visited us, coming out of a project from West Virginia. So we're grateful for you being here, Lowell. Thank you.
Thanks for the invitation.
Yes, sir. It's really always a pleasure to see you. And Onyx is also with us. This is Megan, who was a big part of this thing. As some of y'all know, $15,000 grant, which is huge to get these tires out of these woods, dumpsters in place, just some of the garbage bags and stuff that was donated or bought, whichever the case, was made possible by Onyx and also Polaris. Polaris, about a year ago, gave us a $7,000 grant. So really grateful for that.
Let's hear it for both of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Woo!
I tell y'all, in the past, we would all have garbage just piled in our trucks and trasheroos and trailers, and then we're like, uh-oh, what do we do with it? So having those dumpsters is a huge part of this. I will say that we did get about half the dumpsters donated. At about 14, I think 7 of them had to be bought. We even had to rent a mini excavator for down there in Louisiana. They got a couple boats to crush up and pile of shingles and stuff. So again, made possible by those grants and everything. This is Mr. Chris. He's our captain. I'm just a little old peon here, so thanks for Chris. Chris sat there and stepped up and scouted this area. He's not far from here. It's close, near and dear to his heart. So thank you, Chris, very much for being a part of this. You got anything to say? You want to say anything?
Well, I appreciate you all coming. I wasn't sure, in doing all this first time for me being part of the cleanup, and so very nervous, coming out scouting, and then is anybody even going to show up, kind of thing. So great group, huge group, and so I just want to say, and I know it's only going to be said many times, but thank you for coming. Yep, very much appreciated.
So some of y'all might not know, but Chris came in late to this thing, not because of his doing, simply because we didn't know that we maybe needed a team up here, and he came in late, and I mean nailed it. Nailed everything that we asked out of these people for the last 2 months. He did it in grace, and really good job. I appreciate you, Chris, really. Amazing job. Just a few things to keep us the plan of what we're doing. Let me get my eyeballs, and so I can try to stay on track. I have notes. I like to talk about, in my own words, why I'm here and why this started. This all started with a dirty campsite one time when we were exploring the War Woman WMA. Had a poop bucket there, a couple tires, and that's the first time I ever found out what a poop bucket was. Or you see a 5-gallon thing bucket in the woods, and when I saw that, we were not equipped to get it out. We were just camping and drove right past it. They were like, well, we're not camping here. And then in the back of my mind, that campsite just kept coming back up in my mind and thinking about, we should go back and clean that thing up. And our very first cleanup, I think, was in 2021, when we cleaned up the War Woman WMA and cleaned up that camp. And as far as I know, it's still clean the last time I checked. And that kind of started the ball rolling. And that passion of just, we cannot leave these camps in those conditions. We bring in our kids and seeing some of this stuff. Some of these teams dealing with drug paraphernalia, mattresses and tires. I mean, nobody want to camp in that. And of course, ultimately, they're just gonna close them down. And so that's, I think, why a lot of us are here. I know that's why I'm here, is to try to keep them open and accessible.
Amen.
That's right. Protect access, isn't that right, Lowell?
That's it.
So again, Chris, sit there and express gratitude. You're gonna hear that from us over and over again. I may even pour you a drink tonight to express that gratitude. So very thankful. Again, Onyx, $15,000 grant, and Polaris, $7,000 made this possible. Super awesome. I, myself, if you don't know by now, I'm Sean Clark. I'm the chairman of Venture Unknown Foundation. This is Chris, our captain. He's going to be leading us and showing us where to go and what to do and pointing the way, and all his knowledge of the area. And just to express our mission statement as Venture Unknown Foundation is to be stewards, to be good stewards of the outdoor and overlanding community through exploration, education, and encouragement. Encouragement's a big part. You know, him saying, I don't know if anybody's going to come. It's that, come on guys, and expressing the reason for this, and everybody's passion in overlanding, you know, and just, it makes us all kind of stick together, strength in numbers, you know. It's really good stuff. Everybody got stickers? Yes? Yes. Real quick history thing. In 2022, 12,000 pounds was removed from SUTS 22. 12,000, it was 6 states, 7 teams, no volunteer agreements. We winged it. No scouting, just riding along the road, picking up Bud Light cans. And we still took out 12,000 pounds. It was the beginning of this thing. 2023, last year, it was 57,000 pounds, big jump, mainly because we scouted and found these target areas. The rangers, you guys sharing dump sites with us. We had 14 teams, 10 states, half the teams had volunteer agreements. So you see that it's starting to progress our relationship with the Forest Service and stuff, which is really, really good and amazing stuff to, you know, basically try to have a voice. You know, I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever, you know, Lowell and I, you're trying to get in touch with a ranger, or having them answer an email can be it's a struggle. But once you start to get your name out there and they know that you're, I call it action before words, you've done stuff. And now they sometimes they'll reply back. And that's what the beginning of that has been with SUTS 23. With that 60,000 pounds, we definitely started getting our voice and starting to get in our stance. And so here we are in 2024, 14 teams, 10 states, $22,000 in grants. All the teams have forest agreements, all of them, every last one of them. So that's
Nice.
It's amazing, you know. So now we have contacts, we've got relationships. This guy here, Chad Engel, has been amazing to work with. He reserved this campsite for us, you know, or donated a campground to us for the sites that we're in. Has communicated with us where some of these trash spots are, and that's what we're looking for, is just that line of communication. So, and we got that in 14 states. Those 14 states, I'll tell you really quick in case you don't know, all the way to Arkansas. Well, that's actually Missouri, Mark Twain, all the way down to Louisiana and Coxsackie. Virginia is George Washington. Down in Florida, Ocala, there's like 40 volunteers down in Ocala. They got a mess. Conesaga in the Chattahoochee Coney Forest in Georgia, Sumter, Oconee, just right now at this, and this is what I love, at this very moment, 300 of us are standing here listening to
somebody else.
I'm going to be kind and not be silly. Yeah, some guy up here talking about this stuff, and that's to me, it's just short of a movement to me, you know, just short of it.
Larry.
Do what?
Said all thanks to Larry.
All thanks to Larry, yeah. So Larry says, Sean, we've got so many members spread out, we should just spread out and do cleanups all over the place. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate that. My life the last 2 months has been completely insane. All right, now for the real good stuff, or the important stuff, is safety. Safety is number one. No trash is worth getting hurt over, right? So I don't see us getting into some crazy stuff. Some of these teams have got steep inclines. They're going to be winching stuff, tires. They've got sleds built. I don't see us having that, but if anything I've understood about safety is it'll get you when you least expect it. It will, if you get complacent and you think it's not going to happen, that's when it's happened. Anytime I've almost wrecked my truck has been in the gas station parking lot, not on Trail 22 at Windrock. It's been at the gas station, or so it'll get you when you least expect it. So please just put your head on a swivel. Be mindful, sharp objects. God forbid we get into any kind of drug paraphernalia. Tires, kick them tires and stuff. You know, don't risk your butt for trash. It's not that important. That being said, everyone should wear gloves. We have gloves. We have these kind of gloves. We have nitrile gloves. I've got work gloves that are more robust. If you don't have your own, please get some from me or Chris. Get gloves on your hands. Very, very important. Everybody's supposed to be in long pants and closed shoes. I see Abby.
Shoes in the car.
Okay. And that's per the USFS, and believe me, it's pretty important. Give the snakes a little bit more to bite through, I guess, and not crush your foot. So yeah, be mindful where you step. You know, rolled ankles is probably one of the #1 injuries. Chris and I, when we were scouting, how many times do you see me? Whoa, whoa. And so there is, especially this, we're going down to this lake area. It's got boulders everywhere. It's just a lot of uneven space places.
There is broken glass.
A lot of broken glass. So just, you know, eyes on the ground, especially walking through the woods and stuff when you're going. You're like, oh, I fell a tire, and you're next thing you know, you're rolling down the hill. Don't do that.
So we got our first tire haul here on the side of the road. A little unexpected. We didn't think they'd be down there, but we found some. So our first major stop here for the day, and there'll be plenty more. So here's a pretty big site that we're getting ready to clean up. Lots of stuff. I'm definitely gonna fill up a few bags on this. Well, we got all this cleaned up, and there was maybe 30, 40 sets of rollers down there for curling your hair, which is kind of crazy. But looks much better now. We got a lot of bags of garbage here. Everybody chipping in and getting it all cleaned up. Looks much, much better. Well, this is a pretty big pile here that we come across. A nice little mattress. Thinking that's not so good. Wow, we're gonna get it all cleaned up. All right, we're getting our haul off the Oscar trailer, and we already got one unloaded from up there. Got quite a bit of trash and tires. We're gonna go out and pick up some more. I think there's some more mattresses and maybe a dishwasher somewhere. And anyway, we got quite a bit of garbage there. Definitely got room in the dumpster for more. Not sure we're gonna fill it up in this location, but it was a nice cleanup job by the Venture Unknown Foundation and Sweep Up the Southeast 2024. Great people and great cause. We found another pile of trash. It was kind of a dump site, so we're going to clean all this up and make it look good again. All right, so yep, he's trying to get this truck and trailer back in there to get, there it is. All right, to get to a couch, I think, or recliner or something back there. Well, they got the recliner, and sounds like there's a couch somewhere, so we're gonna see how much we can squeeze on this Oscar trailer. Well, here's what's left of a couch. Not much, but definitely a mess. We're getting ready to get that. Well, that came apart in a bunch of pieces, as it's all rotten. But it's up on the trailer, so.
Oh my gracious.
We're trying to get this couch and trash back to the dumpster, and we're gonna pick up some stuff along the way here. And yeah, he was bouncing the couch around pretty good, but it seems to be hanging in there. Oh, there he goes, a little bit bouncing, but I think we're gonna make it. Let's hope. We got the big pile of tile here. Okay. Now we're gonna yank it up. Well, winch it up. It's not gonna be yanking too fast. All right. Let's see how well this works here. You might have to back the truck up some. Doing the human winch here. Get this guy. Hey, good job.
Good enough.
Yeah, well, might as well use all of the dumpster.
hurt yourself, Alex. You're done. Good job.